Hello everyone, we're backstage here in Düsseldorf in a Mitsubishi, how was it called? Electric Hall. It was originally the Philips Halle, so I'm confused all the time because we changed the name. So, and roughly 4 hours away from the new Legend of Zelda concert here in Düsseldorf. And with me is Jason Michael Paul, the producer of the series. Say hello to our viewers.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Say hello to our viewers.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
It's been almost 2 years since we last met in Berlin prior to the concert in Legend of Zelda concert back then. And back then you already indicated that you will be back in Germany with a concert series very soon. What took you so long, almost 2 years?
We took a break but hey, we're here now. So that's all that matters. And we're here now with not just one show in Germany, but we have a series of shows. So I'm honored and privileged to be able to bring not just one show to Berlin, but to have a multitude of shows coming to Germany because I believe the fans in Germany are deserving.
Yeah, we're all looking very forward to it. Also, our community, I come back to some community questions later. But first, I would like to know, did the success of the first concert series back then have any impact on the production, on how this new approach is actually happening?
You know, I just knew that my goal was always to bring not just one show to Germany. I knew that there is a huge audience, many cities in Germany from some of my other touring experiences. And so now I've aligned myself with a wonderful partner in Germany that sees the value and also is not afraid to present these concerts. They see the success, obviously, in Dusseldorf. We have a sold-out show tonight, 5,000 people. So this just really paved the way. Berlin really paved the way for what we're here now, which is, like I said, Hamburg, Dusseldorf, and you're going to see other concerts in Germany too. So make sure you stay posted and check our website.
Yeah, we will also inform our viewers and our community on a regular basis what's actually happening. So talking about the community, we had a contest on our website and Facebook and YouTube channel where they could win tickets if they sent us questions for this interview. And I have a couple of these, and let's see how far we get in the list of questions. The first one was by the Opa 93. Most of the questions were sent in by several guys, but I only name one. How would you describe the cooperation with Nintendo? How much influence do they have on the direction of a concert series?
It's a wonderful question. The first part was, how much influence does Nintendo have? Yeah. They have absolute influence. We collaborate, essentially, myself and Nintendo. I'm working very hands-on with Mr. Aonuma and Mr. Kondo, of course. Everything is approved by them. So all the video, of course, is Mr. Aonuma, and all the music is Mr. Kondo-san. So what you see tonight and what you see in these shows is exactly what they want the fans to see. And that's my responsibility, is to merely be a facilitator of their vision. So their vision is what you see. And what was the second part of that question?
How would you describe the cooperation? How does it actually happen? Do you fly over there, or do they come to USA and talk to you? How does it happen?
Yeah, obviously geographically they're in Japan, in Kyoto, but we communicate via email. I was just in Japan, actually, and so I was able to work with them very closely and with them. And you're going to see the show now has a lot of special surprises, where you're actually going to see video of Mr. Aonuma, Mr. Miyamoto, and Mr. Kondo. So that collaboration is very close. I work very closely with them, and it's an honor to be working with them so closely.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm very looking forward to it later. Pokemon TCG Girl asked via YouTube, did you listen to Visions of the Fans after the first tours to pick songs for the current show?
Absolutely. The fans are the voice of the world, the community, right? So, the show that we try to create is something that the fans want. And obviously I'm a fan as well, so I kind of have an idea of what people want, but obviously their input is invaluable, and you'll see a lot of things that you didn't see in Berlin last time we were in Germany that you'll see tonight that I think you'll be very happy about. Of course, we also have some new releases since then as well, A Link Between Worlds, of course, and then also the Majora's Mask 3D being re-released, so you'll see a lot of really good things from there.
I can't wait. I really can't wait. Max Master 121, which is the German, it would be 121, whatever, however it's called like that. Would like to know, how does it actually feel like when a gig went really well? I mean, it must be some kind of special satisfaction.
Yeah, the reaction of the audience and the applause is obviously a testament to, how well received the show is. But it's amazing the emotions that you receive, the different types of emotions, from tears that are wept in the audience. Certain pieces bring out that kind of tearful emotion. Sometimes you'll see just a sense of joy from the audience where like they'll have a memory of when they actually defeated a game or when they were at that level. So I personally just that's really what I strive for, is to see that response and that reaction from the fans, because that's really what it's all about. We create these moments for the audience to enjoy, and the original creators of the game share in that same, we're nothing without the fans, so it's important.
Yeah, obviously I'm a fan as well, so I was very I had lots of goosebumps last time at the concert, and I hope it will happen again.
You're gonna get more goosebumps. There's a lot of the way that the show is that the direction that I've taken the show, I think, is something that everyone, I think, will notice. The direction that I previously I just felt like it was not about the original creators, and it was more about other things that were not related to the game itself. And what I've done now is the focus is where it needs to be. The focus is about the game, of course, and then also the creators kind of bring it to you. The original creators are bringing this game to you. Like I said, there's some surprises that you'll see, but that's really where I want it to be. I want it to live in that area where the people actually have this connection to the game, but also to the creators.
This actually leads me to the next question, because Arvis Toti, I wanted to know what songs give you the biggest goosebump during the performance? Absolutely.
The song that's really got me going right now is the one that I created for this particular project, which is from Majora's Mask. I created a 6-minute arrangement that is just, it's amazing. I think you'll notice that it just really takes you on a lot of, it's kind of an emotional roller coaster, which, as you know, Majora's Mask really is one of those emotional roller coasters where you go from happy to sad, and so I think I've really captured that in that particular arrangement.
I'm currently playing it again on 3DS, obviously. Mario Gerstoffer, as via Facebook, are there any plans to do a similar series with other Nintendo franchise, maybe a Super Mario Orquesta series?
I can only work with what I'm given. Obviously the ideas are there. I have a lot of ideas. I've created similar shows in the past, which you may or may not be familiar with. Play a Video Game Symphony was really the first ever fully symphonic presentation of a variety of video games, including Super Mario Brothers, including Legend of Zelda, including Metroid. So I have this music that I would love to be given an opportunity to create a Nintendo All-Star concert, which would feature, some of the other well-known titles that we all love and know, Kirby, of course, or Kid Icarus, or what were the Star Fox, some of these Donkey Kong. I mean, there's a huge palette of titles that we could choose from, with a lot of source material that I think would lend beautifully to a concert of that type.
Yeah, Nintendo All-Stars concerts really sounds something like, it sounds perfect. I'm really looking forward to it if it's going to happen.
I created that. I actually came up with that. I've actually already presented this concept to Nintendo, so hopefully no one else gets the opportunity to do it, because I'll be very upset.
Let's really cross our fingers that this is going to happen. Game material, as we via YouTube, do you think that also fans of classical music in general attend concerts like this, or it's just video game fans?
I think it really depends on the venue. The venue and the setting of the concert really kind of dictate, and like, for example, like if I'm doing a show at a concert hall, typically the crossover of audience goers is a little bit different. Like a show, for example, like this one is really going to be that hardcore Zelda fan. A lot of concert goers or audience goers, I should say, that come to this particular venue or are coming here for Zelda. But in the case of a show being at a concert hall, sometimes you get those symphony concert goers that are just maybe a little curious, or maybe they had part of a subscription series where the programming was part of a subscription where they bought like a group of tickets. So, but in this particular case, a lot of the fans that are coming to the show is probably because they know and love the Zelda brand.
Did you ever get some feedback from, let's say, traditional classical fans who have usually no contact with video game music, how they feel, how they really think about this?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really the very rewarding part about doing what I do, is when I have those types of people that do that. Like, for example, people who typically go to concerts that are like the classical works, and then after the concert, you get that response from them saying that I want to learn more about Zelda. Like, when I can educate people, which is what this really is, it's a history of the Legend of Zelda through music and visuals, right? They actually have an appreciation for the Legend of Zelda through this concert, and they want to learn more, and they actually want to even go play it, which is marketing. It's beautiful, right? You have that appreciation through what we're doing here that is taken one step further to a new fan, through this piece of work that I'm doing. So that's kind of what we all strive for, right? Is where we can actually bring in a new audience, and people who actually, a new audience of people that actually appreciate this game that you and I know and love. Now we have a whole new fan base. And then of course we have that younger audience that it's kind of reciprocal, right? Because people who know about the Legend of Zelda but know nothing about Symphony World, now they might actually go and experience a symphony concert. So you have that reciprocity almost, where these symphony goers and these video game fans, they all come together to kind of create this hybrid, if you will, and you have fans going to both. So it's a wonderful thing.
So this concert series takes at least until the end of the year. There's a new Zelda game coming up next year. Could this lead to season 3 or 4 of the Legend of Zelda Symphony for Goddess series? Or is there some point where you really say, I want to step back and think about more something like the Nintendo All-Stars series? Or could you imagine doing this with the Legend of Zelda for the next couple of years?
Well, I think we all know that the Legend of Zelda is something around. We're coming on 30 years. So obviously 30 years is a big year in this series. We have the 3 decades, the Triforce, the elements of 330 is very significant within the game, of course. So I got some big plans coming up.
Yeah, we're almost done with the interview. Anything else you would like to share with our fans?
Absolutely. We have a show in Hamburg in November. We hope to do many more shows in Germany, but please do follow us. The website, www.zelda-symphony.com. We also have a Facebook and Twitter handle. And of course, we also have our newsletter. So be the first to find out any Zelda Symphony news related by signing up for our newsletter today.
Yeah, as I said, we can't wait for the gig tonight, and we're very curious what changed the last time and how it feels this time with this new venue and new orchestra and I think a new conductor even. It was back there was Ima Noon, now it's let's see how it works out, and we are really looking forward, and thank you very much for the interview.
Pleasure. One last thing is we actually have a German speaking conductor as well. She's from Michigan in the States, but she actually lived in Dusseldorf. And actually used to work with the opera here. So she's wonderful. You're gonna love her. She's amazing. A very talented woman. I want to hear what you say after the show. I want to hear what your reaction is, and hopefully I can get from you your perspective and see what you think was different and how it worked better or not. So I look forward to talking to you after the show.
Yeah, of course, we would like to do. Did she have any influence on picking the venue in Düsseldorf when she worked here, lived here?
Funny, no, actually, this was just something that I had researched, and I always knew there was a strong video game market here. And it's kind of a hub, in terms of geographically where you get a lot of people coming through. So it just made sense, and obviously we had a huge success in Dusseldorf with the sold-out show. It's been sold out for a couple months now. So we were right. we were right on, so I'm very grateful.
Okay, thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you.